we were brought in by an enterprise software company that delivers compliance products to perform a customer experience diagnostic. They had heard anecdotally that their customer experience is poor, but they struggled to understand what that truly meant. Was it poor product quality? Was it lack of timeliness in addressing support issues? Or was it long implementation cycles? The diagnostic kicked off with a working session with the key stakeholders: head of sales, professional services, engineering, product management, and support. One thing to note is that this company did not have a defined customer success team. At this session, we defined on the key objectives of the diagnostic. Number 1, characterize the poor customer experience perception. Number 2, identify opportunity areas. And number 3, define a prioritized improvement plan. One primary hypothesis that came out of this meeting was that the customer experience was inconsistent, especially because the company had legacy on-prem products as well as newer SaaS cloud products in its portfolio. As a first step, we worked with the key stakeholders to define what their aspirational customer experience should look like. This is an illustration of that to-be customer experience, where we define the key touch points that lead to a positive, neutral, or negative experience as the customer moves from buy to use to renewal of the product. Next, we move to the assessment phase of the project, where we captured external as well as internal perspectives. Externally, we interviewed about 6 customers that represented different products, different deployment sizes, as well as different ages of accounts. We supplemented these qualitative interviews with a survey that was sent out to the customer base. In parallel, to capture internal sentiment, we interviewed employees across customer-facing roles. We analyzed the interviews and the survey results to help inform our current state assessment. This is a redacted example from the assessment. We gave the team a holistic picture of the results, outlining the quantitative numbers, the quotes around the specific touchpoint, and key observations. The quotes were certainly helpful in bringing to life the quantitative numbers and also provide the client with context and examples from their experience. Through this analysis, we determined that the customer experience for this company was lacking, regardless of product, size, or deployment type. We then worked with the stakeholder team to take these observations and define the key imperatives that the company must work on to deliver that aspirational customer experience that we had first defined. Here's a set of 16 recommendations that we put together specifically for this client. We also identified the lead that would take ownership and would be responsible for execution of these activities. For each recommendation, we also provided a list of next steps that the team could execute upon and also the other functions that they should involve in these initiatives. Lastly, we mapped all of the 16 recommendations based on the ease of execution and impact realized. This led to a natural clustering of the recommendations into shorter term, intermediate, and longer term buckets of prioritization. With these deliverables, the executive team and the CEO were confident and excited to start their transformation to deliver that truly exceptional customer experience.